Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Peter here today, and this is a non-Lego brick building time-lapse build, and this one is the Marine Research Vessel, and it does come with 8 models. And it's not too often I'd cover non-Lego stuff, but this one is by AKWME, which is the details there, and it's also in the title. I've never heard of this brand before, but the boat does float on water and it does come with a selection of models. Now, I do believe these are available on Amazon, although I did get this one brand new off eBay. So, although Amazon did deliver it to me, but I did buy this through eBay. So, never heard of it before. I was just looking for Lego floating boats, and this brand popped up in the lot of other boats and stuff. So, I thought, why not give it a try? So, I've already broken the seal. It's just a simple tape across the bottom, and we've got a very nice blue box. So, I'm just going to tilt you down just to make sure you can see everything and all that. And there we go. So, what we got here then, folks, we do have the manual. Not sure if there's any stickers in this or not, so like I said, in fact I think there is some stickers, so it's just for the helipad. So we'll just gently ease that off without ripping the manual. Hopefully this sellotape isn't too strong, so we'll just get that off nice and gently. Okay, doesn't want to let go too easily, but there we are. Okay, so that's your helipad sticker. So that's the only sticker that comes with a set, fingers crossed. And quite simple to follow really. The boat does float on water and all that good stuff. We will be doing it all in a time-lapse build as I normally do that. So how many bags have we got then, folks? We got 1. Okay, so we got 1, so we got at least 3 bags with number 1 on them, and I do believe this set also has working lights as well as it floats on water, and we've also got another bag with number 1 on it. My goodness, how many bags with number 1 have we got here then? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, then we've got another bag with number 2 on it, so we've got number 3. Never had one of these before, so I don't know what the quality is like. That's your LED block with the battery and everything like. So that's all good stuff. So we've got some warnings on the bags. So we've got 2 lots of bag number 2. Got another one with bag number 2. Let's hope we don't get lost. We've got the dinghy with all the plates and stuff in there. And we've got another bag number 2. That's bag number 3. Bag number 3, another bag number 3, and another bag number 3. Okay, so let's just group all these together then, shall we? So just bear with me. And inside the box, don't you dare go on the floor, stay there. Sorry about that. It is what it is like. There we are, there's the boat hull. And there's nothing left in the box, so I'm assuming that bag number 1 will be for the accessories and stuff, bag number 2 for the other accessories, and bag number 3 for the boat. I'm assuming that's how it goes. Not entirely sure, but anyway, we'll keep that in the background, and let's fire up the time-lapse build then, shall we? Right, okay, that's the end of this time-lapse build, and I have to say it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Thankfully I did find the part that goes on the top of the ramp, and I do like this feature that you may have seen during the time-lapse build. So if I just throw this switch, this is the only floating brick built boat that I have that actually floats on water, and it also has lights which are operated by, I think they're called a CR2032 or something like that. But to be honest, the set was okay. I did enjoy building the boat. Building the vessel was the fun part. But to be honest, this hot mess that I'm going to bring into the screen right now, I could not make out any of it. That's supposed to be what was going to be the submersible. I don't know if there's bits missing or not. The instructions are not really that clear. I could not get my head around it. So there it is. It's just a hot mess of bricks, and I can just use that in a mock build or something. So although I do know there is some people on YouTube that do call out Lego and their pricing and stuff, but in all honesty, right folks, you get what you pay for, and to be honest, I do prefer the Lego sets because they are better quality than this, and I find the instructions and the bags are more organised, because at the end of the day, right, I was not even going to bother with the rest of this, but I kept persevering. The only thing I didn't really bother with was building the submersible, but I'm not too fussed about that. And that concludes this build. I have put an affiliate link into the pinned comment of this video if you want to get one of these and build it yourself. They are freely available on Amazon to buy, and if you use my affiliate link, that just helps me. Basically, you can be helping this channel out at no extra cost to you. But in all honesty, right folks, I do like the boat. There is some positives about it, and I like the fact it's got lights. It does float on water. It's got a nice selection of sea animals such as a dolphin, an octopus. You even get a dinghy. We've got the cage where you can add your own minifigures and lower them into the water if you wish to. And you've also got this undercover sea reef. So I've kind of done that freelance. As again, just bear with me, I'm just going to bring that into full view for you. And basically, right, I just built this to my own accord, as the instructions are kind of hit and miss. But anyway, just want to say big thank you for watching. As always, appreciate your support and all that, and I will see you in the next upload.